Project Cybersyn was a Chilean initiative led by President Salvador Allende in the early 1970s. Its goal was to create a real-time computer-based system to manage and optimize the socialist economy. It used telex machines and a central operations room to collect industrial data and support decision-making. Based on the control theory of cybernetics, it aimed to enable decentralized, self-regulating economic management. The project was designed to empower workers in state-run factories, blending socialism with efficient, data-driven management. It lasted from 1971 to 1973, ending after a military coup backed by the CIA. Unsurprising, given that Chile was a progressive socialist nation, something historically opposed by US foreign policy. Now let's get right into it. We're gonna attempt to revive this project in Rise of Nations. Yeah, nice. So we want to first go to our policies. We're going to start off with Advance the Research Bureau, of course. Then going over to Technology, let's right-click Research Improvements, Advanced Supercomputers, and Artificial Intelligence. Each of these are going to give us more research output. This one gives us more computing research efficiency, which means everything in this tree right here is going to research faster, basically. More research output from supercomputers and artificial intelligence that affects every other technology, so you're getting that research efficiency on everything. Very good right there. City overview, we're going to select our top 4 cities and build electronics. Now we're going to mount and specialize our soldiers and probably declare war on Bolivia first, maybe go up to Peru. For our doctrines, this isn't going to be lore accurate. We're going to be doing mass attack, Grand Fleet, and mass production. For our leaders, Mountaineer. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful as Chile, dude. That is amazing. Can't believe we just got that. Guy's too perfect. We can go straight into People's Army as well. Check out our leaders. Did we get anybody good? A political reformer. That's always awesome. Research intervention. Ooh, this would be a good one to accept, but it costs too much, so we're going to reject that. Okay, so we're making 71 electronics. I'm going to first sell 35 to our internal market. That way we can get plus 15% research output. And then after that, we can start selling. And now that we have an income, let's go over here. We're going to do max research spending, medium anti-corruption, max education, government, military. We'll keep the taxes on normal. Let's declare war on Bolivia, Ecuador. And then after that, we'll probably start going into Argentina. We're going to go back to policies and pick up favor the political elite. We do got a Brazilian player. He is switching over to communism. That's interesting. You better watch out for America, Brazil. 1 motor, 1 steel, Uruguay, and Paraguay. Let's see. Look at these formables here. Establish Pacific dominance. What the hell is that? That is a really weird one. Yo, we can micro this a bit. We don't need to take these large cities from Bolivia. And I really gotta conquer some countries here. We have no money at all. USA decides to come down here with the CIA. We're cooked, man. I'm really gonna be trying to make Chile resemble the Allende era as much as possible. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get over to Uruguay. I'm also gonna declare war on Paraguay. That's the money we needed. Now let's build a fertilizer factory, 2 motor. Wait, well, that's fine. But I meant to build a civilian factory right there. But 2 motor for the future factory setup, I realized that's actually completely fine. It's whatever. And now that we have 250 political power, we can choose an ideology. Of course, we got to go socialist. I really want to get Computer Advancement Act here. This is a great policy for research. We got some consumer goods as well. We're way late to this, but maybe we can get some sold. And I'll sell the rest to internal market. Let's make it around 15 since we're about to take over Paraguay. Party loyalty, we're going to move this up to high. And not maximum though, because Chile during this era was a democratic nation. Not completely totalitarian control here. We've only made 1 civilian factory. We want to get that up to 6 total civilian factories. And then after that, we are going to use all of our money on electronics. Okay, so he declared war on Cuba for no reason. What's going on there? Press regulation also states focus. Technology, we're doing good now. We're gonna go into economy. Industrial automation, we'll do one thing of them. We are going to begin the process of taking over Argentina. Let's go. Okay, so we're making 400 consumer goods. Jesus, all right. Well, that's a bit too much, man. I guess you can never go wrong, though, because we can just sell to internal markets. And then we also have expanded firearm regulation, not illegal. Now we can go to policies and do Computer Advancement Act. What the f***? You become a player when I'm invading you? We're socialists, so you gotta expect some financial difficulties. Now, I am going to be going off script here. Chile during this era was a secularist nation, but we're making Chile super advanced. So we're going to need to do state atheism because we get that research output. And I'm also going to be going off script for working hours too, because I really need that tax income from unlimited, especially as a socialist nation. It's going to be extremely difficult to take off without them. Financial analytics, that definitely suits it for sure. Electronic payments as well. And then we're also going to start going into some infantry tech. We got to go into political improvements. Yeah, dude. That would be a good time to do some investments, I guess. Focus on the developed city ones. Connect. Yeah, we are going bankrupt. Let's see. We can drop our research and education slightly. Resource subsidization, so we're going to move this up to limited. That way, whenever we sell to internal market now, we're actually making a heap ton of money. Going into some policies here, I feel like... Oh yeah, Public Service Act. That definitely fits the LARP. Military Service Act? Yep. We're going to do improved infrastructure. We got a head of research. I'm going to be choosing that guy. Into Peru we go. Oh, we can develop Chile. Let's do that. Stab, but we're still having some problems with that. I might have to go off script and just do illegal. Let's start going into small arms and body armor. More development for Chile. Bro, what is Australia doing in South America, man? You know what? I don't even care. You know what, Australia? Screw you, buddy. Screw you. Corporate dealing. I'm going to accept that. One stack for auto capturing, and then this other stack for trying to kill his troops on the Ecuadorian capital. Can't take the capital. Okay, we're gonna need a navy then. Aircraft parts, who has them? North America, you went AI. Beautiful. Make some attackers. This guy cannot fund an overseas conflict against us. There's just no way. He's gonna eventually lose this. He has no choice but to leave our continent. More development. The unrest is finally done in Argentina, so we can develop it. Do we have anything that would help us against force? I don't think so. Yeah, no, we don't. Hey, it's a slow process when you're fighting a camper like this, man. Make a ton of troops in Peru. Maybe use half of these to take over Colombia, and then the other half to get this. Chill out, all right? Yeah. I'm gonna sack some troops here. Let's get into Colombia. Moderate war bonds and emergency war fund. First, I'm gonna get rid of this and this and this, and we're only gonna be going into infantry right now. Venezuela, here we come. Let's do adaptation there. Okay, and then we got to do streamline logistics. We can go back into all of these other things. I don't have any leaders. Yeah. I'm going to do some more development. Okay, let me guess. This guy's going to try his luck at another naval invasion. He's given up Ecuador to do a naval invasion. We need a lot more troops in Chile, I feel like. Surely we can take over his other cities that are unforted. Okay, well, I got the city. As long as he doesn't get the landing, we're fine here. Smother with 1.4 mil. That should win that, right? We win that, right? Yeah, we won that. Okay. Limited conscription. Gonna start going into naval tech too. Where is the battleship stuff at? Right there. Right there. Right here. Here we go. Back to moderate war bonds. Let me start stacking my money again here. I did not know Navy could completely obliterate artillery. So that must be a nerf. Yeah, because each artillery piece I'm making, watch this here. Watch this. This artillery piece is just going to get completely destroyed. It won't go to like 10 or whatever it was before. It'll just get completely wiped out. It's time to make a navy. Battleships, got to make a lot of those. Oh yeah, capital officer. He's done for him. That war got me locked in. I think this war against Brazil is going to be quite easy. He'll justify a conquest on this guy. I'm going to send him 2 million manpower and 500 million. I do respect this Brazilian player, so I'm not going to make it like a surprise attack, and I have just told him in the chat. Because I remember him sending us some aid against Team Australia. Wasn't much, but it did help us out a bit. I'm going to give him a couple more months. If he hasn't made a defense by that time, well, I'm just going to have to invade him. Wait, you're making forts everywhere, buddy. Oh, wait, he was allied to Australia. You know what? Nah, no mercy. The guy was allied to Australia. I can't believe it. You think he might have been planning to invade us? That's crazy. 400 bombers. Oh, shit. Well, we're going to be preparing for that. So we want to create a capture zone, city overview. Let's start off with 500K. Okay, so we want it to be under 50 cities, like right under 50 cities. Let's try 400K. That's 59. Okay. 475000. Let's try that. Okay, 48 cities, that's close enough. We're going to name these guys forts, make that into a capture zone. We're going to build forts on all of these cities, build infantry on all of these cities, and we'll just do anti-air for now, because I feel like that's going to be quite expensive. And the reason we do this is because it protects our most valuable cities. It makes sure that the troops do not group together. So if you have over 50 cities selected, the troops will group together. We don't want that. We want all of these cities to have defenses on them. Now, I think we're just going to go for the capital snipe. Gonna quickly end Australia. Yeah, we're going to need to swap over to static lines. So before we do that, make sure we spam out all of our manpower. Reset to greater support. Let's make sure we're training everybody, etc, etc, etc. IMF loan, I'll take that. Oh, nice. 11 billion. Oh, nice. General of the Army, Communist. Awesome. Is this chief of staff any good? I'm gonna have to just pick that guy up. What in the hell is this? This guy insta-scorches with his bombers. If we want to compete with India, we gotta get that anti-air. Let's do 2 more spawns of that. Another spawn of artillery. More infantry on all of those main cities. There goes Australia. Oh, they had 4 billion. So somebody definitely was funding that guy. Oh, shit. Inshallah, brother, I will send the drone to Chile. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say we're here. Hopefully the anti-air is actually good. Okay, only 262 bombers. That's not that major, I want to say. It's our defense. I mean, at this point, this guy's just bombing Brazil. Straight into the guy's capital. Straight into the guy's capital. Let's go. Capital secured. Maybe. Bro, I don't know how we're still alive, but hell yeah. Okay, great. My anti-air does actually nothing against this guy's bombers. Okay, so to beat this guy, we got to bring the offensive to him. That's the easiest way to do this. We have to not be on the defensive this entire war, or else we are going to get shit on. Battleships, they are still here. Nice. What about my navy in Australia? Where's that at? Nice, still here. We send a missile. What the hell? They have nukes? Wait, do they have nukes? Oh my god, the guy has nukes too. Stats, are they garbage? Kind of. I need the leaders. There we go. Fortifications expert. Oh, there was one right here who is better. Move that guy. Pick this guy up. I'm gonna keep 1 battleship right next to the capital just to protect them. India has begun the construction of a nuclear weapon. Okay, that's 2. I gotta concede my defenses and just consolidate everything on 1 city. This is just not gonna work. A nuke just hit me. Oh, nice job, man. You just nuked Brazil. Minimum taxation, martial law, off of being lore accurate, and do Trotskyism. Gotta counter that war exhaustion. Does he have any shipyards? No, he doesn't, so he won't be able to make a navy in time. Good. First of all, gotta check for sub. No subs. All right, we're just going to auto capture this guy. And then I have 2 million troops going for a capital snipe. Scorch everything. We're burning everything too. Now, regarding Brazil, He left the game. GG. Well played, man. Let's go. Now, we did not beat India yet. Let's do max taxes and moderate war bonds. What's our economy? Okay, our economy, we can save it. We can save it. The debt is a bit of a problem, but we can definitely save this. Oh, yeah. We got to try to turn these guys against each other. It worked. I just want to form for the first time. For the first time. Now this guy's playing on the emotion. IMF intervention. Yes, this is the start of a great economic recovery. That's it. That's gotta be it, dude. God, he had 60 billion. Well, I wouldn't say we necessarily won against India. Or would we have? Because at the end of the day, he was the one who wanted to attack us and bomb us into oblivion to where we weren't recoverable. He wasn't able to do that, so therefore his goal failed, and technically we won against what he was trying to do, so. All right, there we go. We got the Falkland Islands now, and let's wipe peace, South Africa. So the wounds of South America. Our independence was to be glorious. A dream of liberty for the South American continent was our ultimate goal. Alas, our word that I'm not going to try to pronounce, upbringing, only led to our subservience to the Yankees up north. Let us arise, fight for the liberation of our continent we have envisioned so long ago. Rising in struggle, South America with a giant voice cries out forward. Let's do some development, recruitment. All right, this is almost done, so let's go ahead and infantry fully researched, research tree fully researched, tanks. You already know the deal. Support, naval, aircraft. 3, 2, 1. Yep, there we go. Economy maxed out, political maxed out. We're making 9 billion. We are socialist. Now, before we end, I wanted to see our economy off of socialism. So let's do non-aligned liberalism. All right, let's go. Moderate war bonds. What's our economy after that? 11 bill. Okay, nice. Now we got to do emergency war fund. Hell yeah, 13 bill. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.